everybody doing? I'm Aundra.
All right, Dcal Calloway.
There it is. How's everybody
And
day? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm Johnny Mayo from Norfolk, Virginia. How is everybody today?
Oh, we're good, man. We're good. We heard that you went through some things. It's been a little storm for you.
Well, you know what? In this world and in this life, we all must go through some valleys and some hills and valleys. And yes, I just got out of surgery yesterday to have my prostate removed. So
Right.
I am glad to still be here. I am grateful to my Lord and Savior for getting me through this process. And I'm just happy to be here. And I want to give a shout out to my boy Cab. I reached out to him and for having me on the show.
That's something. And I'm glad to see you, boy. You look good. But look like you pull away from that table, though. I can tell you that. You still eating?
I still
That's
do.
for
Look,
sure.
I was eating when you called the first time. I was like, I had a chicken leg in my hand. You called, I put the chicken leg down, put the macaroni and cheese down, and said, "Oh, okay, let me go do this."
Look, look, you're just like this guy over here. He's like a big teddy bear too.
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, but look, usually you don't let nothing stop you from eating some fried chicken, but this stopped me from eating fried chicken for
Look,
an hour
stop
and a
him
half.
for eating fried chicken. That's what he eat every day.
I'm looking at you. Look like you're taller than this guy.
Oh, boy.
Hey, look, everybody's taller than Cab.
That's all right. I might be short, but I'm the biggest guy in showbiz.
Well, look, see, that's the thing. You can be short but big in stature. You know what I mean?
There you go.
There you go.
Well, I'm glad you make it out okay, man. Like I say, health is the main thing. All of us got to take care of ourselves a lot better than what we are.
Yes.
Follow up,
Yes.
with our doctor's appointment, making sure that we exercise, eating right, getting good sleep, and everything else, because it counts.
It does. It does count. And at our age, I'm sure you're probably close to where I am in age. It's even more important when we get this age. If we want to live a little longer, then that's what we got to do to take care of ourselves, So if any man out there listening, one of the things I'm going to say today is to get your prostate checked. Okay? Get it checked. Make sure there's no cancer, because this is something that in Black men is very prevalent. And more men die from this than any other type of cancer. So we have to make sure we get it checked. And when we find out we got it, get it taken care of.
Yeah, because my brother went through the same thing. He came out just fine. So, yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you. You have to get yourself checked out, because, a lot of things that, we as Black men don't do is go to the doctor. Black women, they go in a heartbeat, but, Black men, it takes a lot for us to get there. We have to be all pretty much broke down.
Exactly. And my wife will tell me in a minute. She's like, "What's wrong? Let's go to the emergency room. Let's go to Instacare." And I can't say no. You know what I mean? So I just go and let them check it out, because, like I said, at a certain age, you just don't know what's going to go wrong with you.
With this Broadcast thing, now the average age it's 45 and up, right?
Yep.
But you have get it checked out for it to be diagnosed and everything else, which is very important. Yeah, that's that.
But you know what? Even beyond below 40, I would suggest you start getting your prostate checked. Simply because even in older men, we sometimes have it and don't know we have it.
Right.
So the same thing with younger guys, they may have it and don't know they have it. There could be certain situations going on in their health that keeps them from checking the prostate, but get it checked out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna send this guy here with a CHKD, so he can get his check.
Okay. That's where I was born at, Children's Hospital.
He didn't catch that. You know that, right?
He's terrible. I'm trying to blow the whistle on him right now.
And I even think they have the little ruler thing on the wall. If you ain't a certain height, you can't be seen here. I'm gonna stop messing with you, Cam. Oh, because I'm not really supposed to be laughing this hard, okay?
You better take it easy. I like to give a special shout out to everybody, all the birthday women and men. Hey, salute, man.
Salute.
Every day's a good
Happy
day.
birthday, everybody.
Black History Month off the chart. You know, we're setting records every day, John. We're doing a successful thing. You know, and I'm really proud of that. You know, the Black community, our culture, we're always doing something. We're always doing something. But we need to start setting more of a good example than what we're doing. Yes.
I agree. Just to give my co-host a little shout out, on Sundays, I do a gospel program called All Things Gospel on the internet. And last Sunday, I interviewed a pastor from here in Salt Lake City who actually walked in the Civil Rights March with Dr. King. And it was a very good interview. Pastor Emeritus France A. Davis. He's been a pastor out here in Salt Lake City for over 47 years. Wow. And but it was nice to interview him because he had some insight into the march, marching with Dr. King, and how he felt about it, and the things that, you know, he's been able to see some change occur since that march. So it was really nice to have him on the show, and when I get a chance, maybe I'll send you a clip of that and you can listen to it as well.
All right. We really appreciate that. We really would. Definitely. John, you mentioned some other things about, you know, with your family and everything else. Could you give us some thought, word of encouragement from yourself and your family, what you're doing and what they're doing? Well,
you know, I still have family back in Virginia. I have a couple of cousins. I have no brothers or sisters. Oh, I got a half brother. And still a brother. And
that's your brother.
You know, he's a brother. Yeah,
that's your brother.
So, you know, he checks in on me regularly. You know, he called me today just to make sure I was doing well, how the surgery went. And a few of my other relatives have called me as well. But my family out here in Salt Lake, which is my wife's family, because she was born and raised here in Salt Lake, man, they just is outpour of support. I couldn't ask for a better support system than this family and my family back home with everything that I'm doing. I also work for the VA. I work with veterans every day. So if there are any veterans out there listening, I just want to say thank you for your service. My job as a counselor, I counsel vets on how to get claims started, how to interpret letters that they've got sent, helping them with interviews and all that kind of stuff. But as far as my family is concerned, my family's been great. And I miss my family from Virginia. I really do. So I may be trying to come home at some point in time very soon.
There you go. Okay. But just take your time. We don't need you to be rushing down here and be sick. Look, I'm not gonna babysit. You're a grown man.
And look, I don't know if my health coverage covers Virginia, so you're right about that, buddy.
And I see that you're wearing a Minnesota Viking sweatshirt. I know that you've always been a Viking fan, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and slide on this because you're gonna be home blowing a whistle too on the couch.
Oh, of course. We're home every year blowing a whistle. What are you talking about? Look, I must admit, I'm a true Vikings fan. Last year, when they went 11 games, and it went a straight 11 games, I purchased something every time they won a game. So it might have not been no more than a pair of socks, a hat, a T-shirt, something. So then the 11th game, the 12th game, I wanted to buy a watch, and they didn't win. So I didn't buy the watch. I was just hoping they would win so I could just get this one watch. But you know what? They'll always be my team, no matter how good or how bad they may be. But they'll always be my team.
True fact. That's good. I want to ask you a question about, you know, your prostate and everything. Did you have any symptoms or what were they?
Well, prior to having the prostate, I had diabetes, high blood pressure.
Yeah.
And I found out my kidneys were failing and I needed to get on the transplant list. So in order for me to do that, so let me just give you a little rundown. So this all took place in about 4 years ago when I started feeling a little ill. And I found out that I had kidney issues. And it was caused by the diabetes and the high blood pressure, which are very prevalent in our culture anyway. So I go to the doctor. He says, hey, we'll put you on dialysis. And so I'll do the home dialysis at night, every night like clockwork. I would have to hook up to a machine. It would flush through my stomach and my kidneys and take out any impurities that were not absorbed into the kidneys. But in the process of always being checked, it was recommended that I go to the hospital or go get my doctor to do a prostate check because my PSA levels were a little elevated. So that is when we found out. I had the biopsy back in June of last year. It came back, the first time they did a biopsy, it came back negative. They said, hey, we know what, we want to just check it again in a couple of months. So they checked it again, and this is when they found the cancer.
And that's why you were saying it wouldn't hurt to get yourself checked out.
Yeah, exactly. Because, even though it's at a stage where it would have, if it grew and to be bigger, but the quicker you get rid of it, the less chance you have of any other cancers entering your body. Prostate is one of the most prevalent kind for men anyway. So I encourage men to go get it checked, no matter what your age. Just go get it checked. And I'm going to say this on the air, and please, it's not the most comfortable situation. When you hear that glove snap and he puts on that Vaseline, it is not the most comfortable situation.
Okay. Wrong game.
Trust me, it changed my perspective on a lot of things. Okay, I'll just say that.
I bet it did.
You just got your voice back? You just got your voice back?
Barely.
Yeah, last time, we talked to you, was talking like, hello, how you doing?
Right? Hey, here's a funny thing. I had told one of my friends, I said, if I come out of this surgery and my voice is a little higher, we'll know something went wrong. We'll know something went wrong. If it stays the same, everything's fine. I'm good. Hey, really good. Okay.
There you go. There you go. To all our callers and viewers and everything, you can always call into us at 757 and that's 642-3209. Reach out to us because we'd like to hear from you as well. And we hope that you really listen to our message of today because health is a big concern.
Yes, it is. And I said that even on my show, when me and Kenneth get to talking about stuff, and I let people know that, it's important that you take care of yourself. We don't know how long we have, but we take care of us as long as we can. You know what I mean? So it's not up to us when we get taken out of this world, but if we do the right things, I'm sure our Father will allow us to live a good, long life.
And I always say that, we all have an expiration date.
Exactly. Exactly.
Every one of us have one. So yeah.
Because that red light is going to come on. That check engine light going to come on.
Yeah. When
the check engine light. Yeah, no warning.
Yeah, exactly. Right. No warning at all.
It ain't like, okay, time to change the oil. Nope, it doesn't tell you that. That's for sure. That's for sure. Right. So have you guys had yours prostate checks as we're talking about it?
Yes.
For sure.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
So you know what I mean about the snap of the glove and the Vaseline?
Yeah.
I said, so you know what I mean about the snap of the glove and the Vaseline?
Exactly.
No, I don't. I'm scared, but hey, you encouraged me. But then
after the show, explain it to him, Kev. I can't say it on the air.
Yeah.
His day is coming.
Okay. Literally.
Whatever doctor I go to, you got to take me to dinner first.
Okay. Hey, look, and expect some roses afterwards, okay? That's all I can say.
Don't shake his hand either.
Right. If he don't give you roses, he didn't really love you, okay?
You just used me.
He took my manhood.
and I told him, I said, I'll never let you do that again, Doc. I promise. I'll never let you do that again. He said, oh, yes, you will. I was like, okay.
But your spirits are, man.
It's funny because I call my doctor a proctologist, which is an insult. Because he said to me, he said, well, that's the only way I can get to the prostate is through that little hole in the back of your hips. And I'm like, well, doesn't that make you a proctologist? He's like, no. He's like, a proctologist is not my field. So before he did surgery, I went and apologized to him because I didn't want him to have any ill feelings towards me while he is.
You need to be your best friend.
You better apologize to him. You better trick you right up.
Right. I'm like, Doc, I hope you take this apology very seriously. I didn't mean to call you that. And he was nice about it. He was very nice about it. Nice guy, Dr. Mayturn. He was a very sincere guy. He's been doing this for quite some time. And he pretty much assured me that I would be okay. So, with that assurance, when the doctor says you're going to be okay, here I am talking to you right now. And it's only been less than 24 hours. You know what I mean? Less than 24 hours. So but he's a good guy, and I trusted him with my life.
There you go. That's like when I go see my doctor. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Everything going on, Dr. Lee? How the family and everything? And I make sure that, I give him good props and everything, and take him a gift every once in a while too.
Hey, you're supposed to, Hey, you're supposed to.
Exactly.
I'm actually thinking about sending I'm thinking about sending my doctor a card too. I really am, I really am.
You might want to do that. Take that into consideration. Do that.
Yeah.
That,
and if I knew he was a dressing
job for anybody.
Yeah. And if I knew whether or not he was a dressing man, I would hook him up with a suit or two from my friend's clothing store.
Okay. That's what's up. There you go.
It looked like you got a little close to you, buddy. What the wife got to say about that?
No, so Cab, you knew where I worked at before I moved here. I worked for Upscale Men's Clothing in Military Circle. They've now moved to the outside of the Ring Road on Virginia Beach Boulevard. But if you ever have anyone to save your life, and I'm going to say this, the owner saved my life because when I went to him looking for a job, I was homeless. I was staying in a shelter. I had nowhere to go. And all I needed to do was get a job to get back on my feet. I had gone through the valley. I had really gone through the valley. When I say going through the valley, I was probably at my lowest point and was out there in the street doing stuff I had no business doing. Hanging out with the wrong people. I lost all my money. I lost all my cars. I lost all my houses. I lost everything. And I went out searching for a job one day and I walked into a shop and I said, hey, I don't know if you're hiring or not. I said, but I'm looking for a job. He said, what kind of skills do you have? I said, I just like talking to people. And he's like, when can you start? And I worked for him for almost 9 years. And he's the guy who helped me get back on my feet, he helped me find an apartment. He was the one that turned me on to the apartment complex. And I moved in next door to Cab. And, we were neighbors for a while. And I loved being his neighbor. He was always cool. We used to have fun together, hang out together and all that. And but this guy, Amir Sami, he actually is the one who saved my life to help get me back on the right track.
That's what's up. I remember we were working back in the day when Al Jack's Men's Shop was in Military Circle.
Yes, sir. Back in the day, way back in the day.
That was
That
way
that
back in the days. Yes,
oh
sir.
man, we
Job
had
was
fun working in that store.
oh my God, it was just like it's like working party. That's what it was,
Yeah,
like a work and
yeah,
party,
party
but we
all the
learned
time.
a lot from each other, boy. And look, I was really blessed to meet you. You brought me up, be a manager also.
Yes, sir. Yes, and that's what we're encouraged to do as black men in this society. Whenever we meet anybody, we don't need to shoot them down. We need to help raise them up. You know, that is part of my church's mission statement is to evangelize the world for future generations.
There you
So
go.
that means we need to help those who are beside us, who are down below us, people even on top of us. We need to just help people. So
Exactly.
even back then, I knew that helping you would be a blessing to me someday in disguise.
Hey, you really blessed me, boy. I tell you, show me work skill, work ethic, and everything else. Got me in start. I had to walk out of there and started my own restaurant business.
Hey, and look, the encouragement was, hey, do what you dream.
Yeah,
Live your dream because your dreams are all you have sometimes. And
that's it.
you got to be, and one of the things that I learned also was write down your dreams. When you have a good dream about something, write it down and see if it comes true.
Manifestation.
Manifestation. That's right. If you can speak it, it can happen. God spoke it into existence, it happened. We have that same power with our lives to be able to speak things into existence.
That's what I
Like
try to
this
do.
here.
Yeah, exactly. I try to express myself a lot of time with the young youth, telling them about their morals and their respect and their judgment on what they want to do and how they want to do it. Because if you don't want to do it, then it's not going to happen. But
Right?
if you want to do it, then you got to put that energy to want to do it and pursue it.
That's
And
right.
that's what it's
You
all.
have
That's
to.
what it's all about.
When I met my wife and she told me she was from Utah, my first reaction was, "What's a Utah?" And
Salt Lake City.
yeah,
And
hadn't had
mountain.
any idea
Plenty of
what
mountains.
Utah was until she started telling me about the Great Salt Lake, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's where that's at." Okay, but never thought I would live here. You know what I mean? Never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be living out here in Salt Lake with a population of Black people less than 1%.
Wow.
Less than 1%.
1%
So
in
1%. Oh, excuse me, 1.45%. That's the actual statistic.
well, there ain't nothing extra, I can tell you that. I did not know that at all. Do you, AB?
Hey, but you know what? The state was settled by Blacks back in the day as well.
Yeah.
This state has a lot of rich Black history. The railroad was started through here. Blacks moved here. The church that I attend, Calvary Baptist Church, is 20 years older than the state itself. So
Wow.
that tells you that there were Blacks here in this state long before it was settled by whites. But and they got segregated as usual. We got taken up to different parts of the state, but it is still only remaining 1.5% African Americans here.
Wow. That's
So
something
come out, we can use you.
We're gonna fly them out there to you right now.
I'm okay.
Hey, look, 2 more would put us at 1.55%. Okay.
2 minus 1 is what?
But the state itself is a beautiful state, man. It's surrounded by mountains. I drive up into the mountains sometimes for work, and it's a beautiful state. Lots of natural history. We're not that far from Vegas. We got a couple of little casinos to the west of us. We got a couple of casinos to the east of us. And one of these days, they're going to actually try to bring casinos to this state. And of course, it's a Mormon state. So their laws are a little different. about gambling and all that kind of stuff. Drinking laws are different.
I was just gonna say, man, I know about the drinking and all that stuff like that.
Uh,
Yeah, totally different.
I stopped drinking when I moved to this state.
Oh, that's good.
Not look, not for that reason, but they just don't put alcohol in the drinks. Okay. I mean, they serve you a drink, but it ain't like getting a Long Island iced tea from back home. You know what I mean? Or from upscale nightclub, you go in there, get a Long Island iced tea, and that's all you need is one. You know, here, if I get a Long Island iced tea, I might need 4 or 5 of them and get the same effect. You know,
Ooh.
but you know, there's ways around it. So I just built a bar in my house for myself. I was like, okay, I ain't got to go out and drink. I'll just build a bar. So I got a bar built downstairs in my basement, and I really don't drink. So when friends come over, it's mostly for my friends when they come over.
Yeah, I built me a bar in the back of my truck. So
really,
no.
I'm like, this I got to see. Hey, look, don't have the police pull you over and go, open your trunk. Oh, no, sir, I can't open my trunk. I can't do that.
I won't be able to do it. So how's the weather there, John? I mean, is it like, you got your summers, you got your winters, your spring?
The weather here is cool. We have exactly the same weather that you get usually when it's snowing here, there might be snow on the East Coast. But the difference is there's no humidity here. So when it snows here, it's that light, fluffy white snow. Not like back home when you get that cold, wet snow because of the humidity. So the weather, like today, it's about 45 degrees. It's beautiful outside. It's clear. And for January, we're actually experiencing, for February, we're actually experiencing a little bit higher temperatures in February than we did last year. Last year, we were covered in snow in February.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a little snow yesterday, but if you go outside and look, it's gone. So.
Wow. Yeah, but it's been, pretty nice here. But, you in Virginia, you get 4 seasons in 1 week.
Yeah, right. Summer, spring, winter, and fall, all between Monday and Saturday.
Yeah, right there. Mm-hmm.
Look. Your white friends are still the same down here. Still wearing the shorts and tank tops in the winter time and hanging out at the beach.
Look, let me tell you, this is funny. So when I first started, I drive for Uber part-time. So when I first started driving, I had to take people up to Park City, which is the ski slopes. And beautiful place, beautiful. So I would go up and, drop people off, and I watch people go up the ski slopes. And a couple of times I have seen women in bikinis, men in shorts, and it's 52 feet of snow on the ground. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, but hey, I'm not here to judge. You do your thing. I'm putting on more clothes than I can take off if I got to go up there and ski.
Oh yeah.
But that's how some people are here. They just don't care about the cold. But it's once again the most. And so, have you ever heard of the Sundance Film Festival?
Yeah.
That's held here too in Park City.
Okay.
So that was just last week, and so traffic here was phenomenal with that. A lot of people coming from all over the world to go to the Sundance Film Festival. So, and Utah's got a lot of rich history. You got the NBA Jazz. We got the Jazz if you're a Jazz fan. If not, don't blow my horn. But then you got a couple of baseball teams here, but going back to the weather. The weather is pretty cool. Is it sunny there today?
Yeah, today we were at 59 degrees.
Okay. Yeah. We probably weren't much different, probably about 45 degrees today.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't warm enough to get in the Atlantic Ocean yet.
You got that right. These crazy people down here, they try anytime.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Right. That is true.
sure to take a break, and we'll be right back. So y'all come back and join us.
Hold it down.
All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're back. Yes, we got Brother Mayo from V8 spreading the word, sharing his love and his experience with his health and everything. We're so fortunate to have him on today.
Well, I just want to say once again to all those who are listening, thanks for connecting with me. I really, really enjoy the opportunity to get to talk about life in general with everyone. My experiences are not unique. I share them with a lot of people, but people are always, thinking they're the only ones, and we go through a lot of the same things. So if anybody's out there listening who's had their prostate issues, I'm going to say it one more time: go get checked. Go get checked. Make sure your prostate's in good shape, especially if you're Black and if you're over 45. That's one piece of advice that I would give anyone, to just make that happen. So look, go knock on your doctor's door tomorrow and say, "Hey, doc, somebody told me I need to get a prostate check." And when you hear the snap of the glove and you hear the Vaseline going on, you know you're about to get your prostate checked.
It's about to go down.
You sure you're not the doctor, or were you in prison? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, they don't use gloves in prison. What you talking about, man?
TMI.
Hey, look, I ain't never been to prison, but I heard these stories, okay?
Okay.
Just to be on the clear side.
I can tell you that from being going there. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
I've been a lot of places, but prison ain't one of them. But I just hear the stories. I know people that have been locked up, man, for quite some time, and they tell you some wild stories. But they ain't checking your prostate, okay?
They take him. Ain't no checking, they taking.
Right.
They ain't playing around in there. You better make a swollen and behold.
Hold on to the soap.
Exactly.
Don't drop that soap.
John, I gotta ask you another question. Now,
okay.
What kind of doctor can I take this guy to so they can examine his big head? Because he had the world's biggest head I ever seen in my life.
That would probably be a psychologist, because he may be smart.
That's right. There you go. He said I'm smart. But
no, he didn't say that.
When I took old Vito here to the vet.
Hey, look, my dad used to say, the bigger the head, the bigger the brain. So hey, look,
there you go.
You just
right there.
Your head could be big, but you got a lot of brains up in there, okay? and if that ain't true, you wouldn't be sitting here with this guy today.
That's true. Yeah.
Look, hey, gotta love this guy, man. I don't know what I'd do without him, boy.
Get lost.
Well, I can tell you guys are a good pair together. Y'all make a good match of the way you bounce off one another, and that's important. Chemistry is important, so keep up the good chemistry.
And that's no matter what you're doing. Chemistry is very important.
Very important.
It is. So I have a co-host myself. His name is Kenneth Williams, and I'm going to turn him on to this show too. And so while I was in Virginia, I used to just come on and read commercials for him. And then one day he said to me, he's like, you know what? You got a pretty nice voice there. Why don't you come on and do some announcing with me? So I was like, okay. So then he gave me a spot. I did that for about 2-3 years. I wrote commercials. I wrote commercials for upscale menswear and helped him produce commercials. And then I moved out here to Utah. So I lost track of him for about 6 years. I hadn't talked to him for about 6 years. And then he reached out to me one day, or just like I reached out to you, Cab. I think I called him just to say hi, see how he was doing. And he was like, "Oh "Oh, are you ready to get back on the air?" I was like, "Sure, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that." And so then I asked him, I said, "Hey, look, well, why don't let me interview some people here from Salt Lake?" Because he used to make jokes about there not being Black people in Salt Lake. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to find you some Black people in Salt Lake, some prominent Black people here in Salt Lake."
That's right.
And so on the show, I've had two ministers, minister of choir and Pastor Davis, and I'm scheduled to have on a congresswoman from Utah, the only Black congresswoman here. Her name is Sandra Hollins. And then we'll have the only Black judge, seated judge, in Salt Lake City District Court. I'm going to try to have her on. So, I'm just trying to enlighten the world to the fact that there are Black people in Salt Lake City and that we do exist. Unlike Santa Claus and the M&M guys, we really do exist.
But it's kind of easy to be the first Black person to do anything out there because you only have 3.
right. So, anytime somebody Black does anything, whoa, hold on. Let's talk about that one there, But that's pretty much been my goal of the radio show that I'm doing, is just to enlighten folks about the culture out here in Salt Lake. Even though it's Mormon, it is still is not what people perceive it to be. Like I said, other than the drinking laws and stuff, but it's a pretty cool culture out here. I have yet to experience the type of blatant racism that is prevalent. I can say that honestly for myself. I've never had anyone call me N-word or anything other than just my name. You know what I mean?
How long you been out there?
8 years.
They
Are you saying giving it some time?
You haven't been around yet long enough.
So,
not long enough.
Even if they don't say it,
they're just trying to work with you. Just wait in time.
Yeah, it's coming.
Wait for your time, there, buddy.
Wait a minute. Okay? It's coming. Here it comes.
If not from them, one of your owners said, "Don't worry."
What's the time in your schedule that you be coming on air, John?
All right, so I come on at 6 p.m. on Sundays, which is 8 p.m. your time.
Okay, and what dates that you're up there?
Well, I probably won't be back for at least 2 weeks. I told them I'm going to take 2 weeks off, so probably like February 26th or 27th. I'll be back on the air. And I will shoot you guys a text to let you know when I'm on. But it's an hour program. Sometimes it's an hour. Sometimes it may go over to 2 hours, depending on who I'm interviewing.
Gotcha.
Last week when I was interviewing Pastor Davis, he likes to talk. So I let him have the show. And then we did our news, weather, sports, and all that kind of stuff, and commercials or whatever. But it generally lasts for about an hour.
Your cousin from down here in VA is representing now with the New England Patriots.
Yes, he is my real for real cousin, not a fake cousin just because he got the last name.
That's my cousin, man.
That's my cousin. You got the same last name as me,
man. Just because he came to your house to eat doesn't make him your cousin.
Exactly. He just used to live right up the street from me, and we hang out all the time.
Right? Okay, if that's what you say, I'll remember. But Gerard Mayo, he grew up in Hampton. He went to Tennessee State, but he grew up in Hampton. And I met him about maybe 10 to 15 years ago at his house, right as he won his first Super Bowl with the Patriots.
Wow.
And he actually showed us his ring, so forth and so forth. Passed it around. He made sure he had string attached to it, so that way when nobody run off.
Yeah, you'll have it on walking out the door with it.
I just wanted to see it, cuz.
Yeah, no, you know how cousin Joe would do. Let me see that ring, boy. Hey, look over there. Because when I made the post, when I put the post out there, a lot of my relatives started calling. They were like, "Are we really related to him?" I was like, "Yes, we are." I said, "I can tell you his mom's name. I can tell you his sister's name. We are related to him." So they were like, "You sure this is for real, cousin?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's a for real cousin."
Yeah.
And I promised my wife we are going to go see him coach a game, whether it be in Las Vegas or Arizona, or maybe even if we fly back to the East Coast to go see him in a game, the New England. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that place.
Yeah, that place. I had to stop and think for a minute. Yeah, okay, New England.
Well,
I was going to say
yourself,
Norfolk.
okay?
Look, I was going to say Norfolk.
I would say, don't hurt yourself. Don't think too hard. You hurt yourself.
Hey, look, like my mother-in-law would say, I'm 62 years old. I'm 65. I can do whatever I want to do.
That's true. That's true.
But hey, look,
they'll tell you fast and get away with it.
Yeah, right. But hey, well, Cap, to tell us a little bit about. I know I'm a guest host on the show, but tell us a little bit about your endeavors and ventures.
Man, I've been doing a lot of big things, man. Just being an entrepreneur. Now I have several stores open right now. I did plenty of movies. Got one out now. Give a shout out to Shock City Boy, my man Tone. In the Heat Scope. We've been doing some nice projects together. Comedy skits movie. Matter of fact, we did a movie called Street Moves that was right in Portsmouth, Virginia. That was a really good movie. And I played a character called G-Lo, a drug dealer who's trying to press another drug dealer as being his personal man, his right hand man. And that fell short.
Hey. Look, is that a play on word? Okay.
I ended up getting killed for trying to save him.
Oh, wow.
Shout out, they got 99 times and ain't hit him once.
We also had another movie. Oh, boy.
I think he would have been better off just throwing the gun at him because he couldn't hit him with the bullet.
It was a crazy movie, but it was all good. We had a nice cast and everybody joined in and pitched in on certain ideas and stuff like that, which that's what we do anyway. Deadly Games was another one, but Deadly Games brought a message to the community as well. We went from Norfolk up to Richmond to DC, coming to New York, come back this way, and wrapped it up right there in Norfolk. With Trey, we did his thing there. Then we had the kids out there. We motivated them and talk to them, tell them about about the street violence and how to patch things up, how to tend to different events. You don't have to be showing off just to be off. You know what I mean? Everybody has a job to do.
Yeah,
so they really respected that, and then we always obey your parents, because that's your first leadership. Nobody else is gonna be your leader but your mom and your dad. You have to lead with them because ain't nobody else gonna feed you.
Honor their mother and their father, and that they shall be longer. And that's what we're missing.
We're missing that.
And don't spare the rod. I'm a firm believer. I'm a firm believer in that particular thing because my mother didn't spare the rod with me. And but nowadays, you spare the rod, you may have to take the risk of getting locked up. But but it still depends. Your parents are your best teachers. They are your best teachers.
Yeah.
AB was saying last week, he was talking about big up there about the parents, about the father being the head of the household and followed by the mother. So that was really, really a blessing that you came up with that right there, because a lot of times these kids get it twisted. Hey, what's up, bro? And all of this, calling their parents and want to be their friend. Exactly. Don't do that.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Don't worry about jail. You already made it through the hardest part of it. So yeah, when you got your prostate done, so don't worry about jail. You can go there for a little while.
Right. Hey, look, let me tell you something. I'll share this with you guys too. Before I left Virginia, I was in the process of facing some time. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you how good God is. The prosecutor who I was going to go before, and the person that I offended got together, and he said, I don't want to have this happen to him. And it was because of his compassion that I missed that opportunity. Okay. So I'm going to give a shout out to him because it was just by that opportunity. Otherwise, I probably would know what getting the prostate check from the rear end felt like.
Yeah, but I don't know what you're scared of. You've been a man, 65 years? You can go the other way the rest of your life.
Hey, look. You know that boots were made for walking, right? Boots were made for walking. Booty is made for coming out. Nothing coming in. Okay.
You could have bet fleece in there.
Hey man, God. Go get your prostate check and then come back and talk to me and tell me what you think.
You done scared me to death. I'm gonna take my chances on something else.
Look, he had a lot to talk about there.
Yeah, that's right. I ain't gonna let the doctor crack my safe.
Hey, look, soap or no soap, okay? Hey, but in all due reality, man, it really is. We might be joking about it now, but it's nothing to play around with. It can be serious,
it's serious.
Yeah, it's serious business.
Yeah, it is.
I want to get a special shout out to Miss K from SKST doing a good show. Putting it down.
That's right.
And ain't clowning around. You go, girl.
That's right.
You just too much. You are too much.
Shouts out to you, Cam. You know, SKST radio.
Couldn't do it without
you. You guys are for real. I like you guys. I like you guys a lot. Y'all are for real. And tell your producer I said hello.
I sure will.
Hello.
Hello.
He said. You know she can hear you, right?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So hello, producer. Thank you for allowing me to be on the show.
There you go. You. See, you didn't have to tell us.
You're welcome.
Her
I'm sorry.
No, nothing.
Oh man, don't make me laugh, fellas.
Oh, that's right.
Stop it.
That's right.
My bag, man. My bag.
Yeah. We didn't mean to pour water on a drowning man.
Oh my goodness.
He's special.
But we're so glad, man, that you made it through it and you still have your voice. You know,
Thank you.
That means a lot because, you know, you was talking like Michael Jackson the other day. But I'm
Michael Jackson, more like Mike Tyson.
Yeah, you know what? Look, I'm going to push your out. I'm going to knock him out in the eighth round. But the eighth round.
I'll bite your ear off.
And I ain't going to stop there. If I can get to your nose, I'm going to get to your nose too. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
oh man.
Know.
Good fighter, pound to pound.
Yeah. But you know, he's doing well these days. Talk about Mike Tyson. He's doing some incredible stuff these days.
Oh yeah,
he is.
I'm glad he bounced back, you know, and I love to see brother.
He did definitely. Yes, he did.
I see articles about him all the time on news feeds and stuff, and he's doing some incredible work. So a shout out to Mike Tyson.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, brother.
Yeah. Don't come eat right here.
How you feel about the different podcasts and stuff that's going on? Sterling Sharp, he's doing a wonderful job, and with guests like Monique and Cat Williams. Oh boy!
Well, did you see his Cat Williams interview?
Yeah, that's what he was just saying.
Yeah.
So what did you think of it?
Oh man, I mean,
it was the truth, and it needed to be told because a lot of artists hold back because they don't want to, you know, lose their contracts or what may have you. You know, so yeah, he told the truth, and you know, the average is afraid to do that.
Right, and you know, I understand that type of thing is prevalent among comedians. You do a joke, you get a laugh. I'm gonna try to do the same joke.
Yeah,
you know, and unless you copyright that joke and make it your own, but anybody can hear it. Anybody can, you know, be, you know. So I understand, and it's a good thing when they want to copy you. You know,
it is because
that's what I look at. That's good because that way you know that they're watching you.
But to me, you're cheating to me
Yeah.
Because, you have to do your work. Just like, he sat down and he wrote his jokes or whatever. Do the same, originality.
Right.
Let's not take that away from the artist, because when you start taking originality from the artist, then you can mimic somebody. Then, it ain't the same.
Right.
But everybody has their own style of
exactly
how they want to do it and how they want to present themselves.
Right.
Well, such as myself, I do mentorship, clean, no caffeine.
You got those you got those subtitles, because I didn't understand a word he said. All I heard was, we got you. Yes. Dcal for president.
Me don't speak English. Me don't speak English.
If you ever want to get out of a situation, just let him talk to you. When the police come, let him talk, because he didn't understand a word he said.
Well, at least we don't have to use pronouns to identify you, bro. That's a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Him, her, his, ours. I don't get it. You are what you are. I just got to say that.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden now we want to be identified when people can see what we are.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to be identified as a dollar bill, so I can just go in the store and say, look, I'm a dollar bill. I can get what I want. I identify as a dollar. Maybe $20.
Hey, well, look. Then they're going to say, well, where's your change?
Look, you have to give me the change.
The dollar store ain't the dollar store no more.
Nah.
Exactly.
And if they want to be that technical about it, I just bring a few kids with me. They're going to change.
There you go. Oh, man, that's funny. That is funny. It is a pleasure hanging out with you guys today, man. But I'm about to bust the stitch here laughing. I'm about to bust the stitch laughing with y'all today. Dr. Foreman, no laughing. He said, you can do anything else but no laughing. I'm like, okay, I got on the wrong show for that today.
Yeah, because you're already talking about buying a man a suit. So if you got to go back to him, you might buy him a house. So we're gonna stop you from laughing too much.
And with the Lamborghini included.
Oh man!
Then we try to find out where you get that money from.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Exactly. Hey, well, look, he sure make more than I do. He probably make more than I do. He should be buying me a suit, but that's okay.
Yeah, he should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know how that went.
Yeah.
You just was something different in that relationship.
Right. Flowers just ain't cutting it, guy. That's you need something else.
I got it.
Yes.
Oh man.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and enjoying the show and everything. Reality TV, reality podcast.
I did. This was a blast.
Let me say, you just said it. I mean, but you was trying to say something.
I'm sorry.
Before you was rudely interrupted by this.
So I was going to ask the same. So I was about to ask the same question of you. What do you do outside of this?
Nothing. I'm a falling down drunk. How about that? Don't invite me nowhere because I ain't coming.
You will drink up all your alcohol and eat
yes,
your
I
food.
will. That's what, and talk about you when you run out.
that damn dude, he drank all my liquor. What I get for it? Not a thing, yeah.
And then want to take some home with him.
Yeah, you tell him, don't bring that guy back. Don't bring him back.
Look, can I have that corner in that bottle right there? Can I get that corner? Go ahead, man. You can have it. No, but hey, well, that's good. I wish I could do that. I envy you being in those shoes. I really do. I wish I could do that.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
He works very hard at it.
Yeah. Everything I got.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Oh boy. I wish we had some callers to call in and see what their point of view about this.
Well, I mean, you probably can give them the number. We only got a few minutes left, so if you want to give them the number again, then you can work it out.
Yes, we can.
Well, the number's on the screen anyway, so you can look right at the number if you want to call in.
Yeah,
so that way you don't have to
we want to hear from you guys too as well while we're live. Yeah, we want to hear from you.
Yeah,
get some good advice from you on your opinions on what you think we should do and how we're doing or whatever else that you might have on your mind.
Exactly.
Hey, so let me ask you guys this question.
You want to come back? What? Where you going? Well,
we missed out with Brother John, but hey, it was really good
nice.
to see him, man.
Was nice.
I mean,
it definitely was nice. And Brother John, I don't know if you can hear me, but if you go back and look at the show, just know we're glad that you're in good spirits, and and you speedy recovery is what we're praying for. So thank you, man, for calling in, because actually you made my day. And some things that you might have had in mind, he just solidified it by saying that you have to go get yourself checked. And sometimes you be contemplating with yourself, say, should I? And all it takes is a voice that you know of, and they come in and they tell you, okay, well, and then that it has to happen.
Yes.
So
because your health is
a lot of
really
games
good matter.
A lot of games we play, but don't play with your health, because your health is serious.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So
and a lot of us black men are scared to go to the, and I don't know why. Why are you so scared to go to the doctor?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's maybe
I don't understand.
But he's talking about gloves and Vaseline. So I mean, that'll scare the average man.
I mean, yeah, that would.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't.
But still, you need to face the fact though about your health.
That's true. That's true. I mean, make up your mind and go get yourself checked, because women will get on you. You need to go to the doctor and get yourself checked out.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
But that's a good woman. If you have one, then you'll hear that. But if you don't, then
she don't care.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it, but that's just what it is.
It is what it is,
and that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So hey, I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah. On a serious note, yeah, go get yourself checked. And then maybe you can come back and tell me how the glove and Vaseline work.
Oh God!
I scared.
Hey, since you be scared now.
Well, you know what they say. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. The rabbit definitely got the gun on that one.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Yeah.
He ain't playing either. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. Hey, like I said, happy Black History Month, as well as Valentine's Day and birthdays, because every day is a good day.
And every day out here is Black History, because if you look at me, that's what I am. So and that goes saying that if love who you are and understand when you're going through something.
Exactly. And love who you're with. And
That's
always honor and respect everybody like you want to be respected.
That's right.
That's the main thing.
Mm-hmm. So whether you 4 foot tall or 600 pounds,
or you're a fat man with a big head, it all counts.
Just know this Rockwell, I love you. But yeah. Whether you're 600 pounds or 4 foot tall, just know that we love you, and we always gonna be there. And what we talk is reality, because this is the Reality Podcast.
Peace and blessings. Holler back at you.
Shalom.